After the Second World War, as the United States was essentially organizing a world system that it intended to dominate and assigning each area its proper role, Southeast Asia, including Indonesia, was, if you look at the secret documents now declassified, you find that Southeast Asia was assigned a specific function. It was to fulfill its function, as the State Department put it. It was to fulfill its function as a source of raw materials and resources for the industrial West. In October 1965, the United States was rewarded with a military coup by a pro-American general, General Suharto, who immediately organized and carried out a large-scale slaughter. According to Indonesian sources, about 700,000 people were killed in 4 months, mostly landless peasants.
You see, Fidel Castro can throw a couple of Cuban intellectuals into jail because they love America and they hate the Cuban system, and they talk about its overthrow, and he throws them in jail for 5 months, and this becomes headline stories about Castro's tyranny in Cuba. But these people in Indonesia can kill upwards of 1 million people, and it barely makes the news. China doesn't have political democracy, but it's opening up its markets. China has an authoritarian system. The U.S. doesn't mind. You don't see them writing things about, oh, China should be doing this, China. Well, there are a few people coming in who don't get it yet, that it has nothing to do with democracy. What it does have to do in China is that what the Chinese leadership is doing, and why the U.S. is so friendly to them, because China is opening up its economy, it's opening up making its cheap labor there for profits and all that, and Cuba is refusing to do that. Cuba still has a social wage, and Cuba still has a safety net, and Cuba is refusing to throw its country open and its labor and its markets open to private capital completely. And that's why the hostility still remains toward Cuba.